So I want you guys to explain to me what Trump is doing. I need the Trump supporters and the MAGA to explain to me what is he doing. Because what he's doing with canceling out snaps and putting on hold SNAP food stamps and loans and all the other various programs that he's stopping to review for 90 days. What is people supposed to do for 90 days? People understand me. This is a strategy. So why is he doing this? He wants chaos. He wants to get the military in the street. He wants to get martial law done. He wants chaos. He wants to get the military in the street. He wants to get martial law done. He wants chaos. He wants to get the military in the street. He wants to get martial law done. That's why he can gain more control. So what you gonna do when you can't eat? What you gonna do? What's gonna happen? And when people ain't got no money, and this generation is not used to something like this. What happens when they start going into Walmarts and Targets and all that stuff? People that never done this stuff before to survive. Then he wants to get the military in the streets, and then they want to put on television and view their narratives. Like, look what they're doing. They're breaking in. They're stealing. Look, you know. This is designed to be this way.
And I'm glad he sees it, but he don't see it. With that being said, Shalom, I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Rakakadash, the honest apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutation to all the brothers and a few sisters out there. Unto his life foreigners from the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Shalom in Hebrew, which means peace. Jake's starting to see it, but they don't see it. And I'm listening, you listen to him. For those that are in the know, you know where I'm coming from. Those who don't know, this is not a one-man thing. Trump is just a puppet. He's just a vessel getting orders from the elites. He has people to answer to. Yes, and he is bringing the chaos, which is ironically funny, because all Biden did was bring in the chaos. Or Trump before was bringing the chaos, and all Obama was bringing the chaos. And everybody didn't say nothing. That was just a normal thing. But it's so funny how everybody just wants to point the finger and say, oh, he's the problem. He is going to be the end all to be all, Lord willing. And that's what we want. We want this thing to come to an end. And the Lord could use him as a vessel to bring this to an end. But for now, we're not foolish. We're not stupid. All right, those of us that's in the know. Matter of fact, let me get that scripture out the way. Was it 11:4? 2 Corinthians. What's it? Let me look for it. Slack, yeah. They have these people out here like a chicken. Second Corinthians 2:11. These Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. So a lot of laws are being pushed. A lot of laws is being. He just said, gonna get rid of income taxes. All right. He said they're gonna tax other nations. He said a lot of things. He passed in over 200 executive orders in one day. Why? Because within this period of time, he wants to show that he's doing something. He said he's gonna stop the Iranian. That would never happen. But he said he's gonna stop the war in Ukraine. He said he's gonna stop the war in Israel. So you gotta give up. You gotta live up to those promises. All right. The same thing with the previous um, guy that was in charge. First day he changed everything. He took down the wall. After he took down the wall, he gave these abominable people rights in sports and so forth. They was the most protected people of them all. And you, quote unquote, black people was looking like a bunch of fools because you voted him in. Well, the same thing with this guy. Now you blacks, Latinos are looking stupid because this guy's administration is coming after your people. He's not going after the Ukrainians or the Sudanese or the Chinese, the East Indians that came in the border. He's not going after those people. He's going after you blacks, Latinos, and and you Native Americans. So we're not fools of knowing what's really going on. All right, it's not a one man thing. It's a whole entire system thing. 1 John 4, 4:2 or 4:3. Well, actually, matter of fact, this one is better. 1 John 2:17, I believe. 18. Little children, it is the last time. And as you have heard that the anti-Messiah or the Antichrist, I would say, shall come even now, are there many, I'm going to read that again, are many anti-Messiah, Antichrist, whereby we know that it is the last time. So there are many. They're not one, they're not two, there's many. Matter of fact, a whole entire nation, this whole damn world is ran by ungodly rulers. All right, I brought it out in the last video, might as well bring it out here. Micah 2:1. It says, woe to them that devise iniquity. What is a device? Device is plans, crafty plans. So you have the scripture saying woe, meaning death, destruction unto those people that's making these crafty plans. Matter of fact, before I read on, Isaiah 2:29-15, it says, woe unto them that seek deep to hide their counsel from the Lord. So once again, death and destruction to them that seek deep. What is a counsel? It's an agreement. They're going out in the dark making these plans, and now they're making these plans come to light. It says to hide their counsel from the Lord, and their works are in the dark. And they say, who seeth us, who knoweth us? So these are the secret counsels that's been taking place. You have the Bilderberg meetings. You have the Council of 13. You got the G7s and the G this and the G that. Now you got the WHO. Now you have the WEF, the World Economic Forum. All these different groups of individuals, which it was saying long ago, prior to this change of guard in the United States, that they wanted to bring chaos to this world. Why? Because in order to bring the chaos, in order to bring the order, they have to bring in the chaos. So everything that this man is saying is true, but it's a conglomerate of individuals that are responsible for all these things. The change, the dramatic change. When DJ said, he quoted from the scriptures, which was absolutely 100% correct, there are only two genders. Guess what? The world just turned completely right side up again, because everybody's been in the dark and been celebrating in the dark. And the celebration that's in the dark is this. It says, surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as a potter's clay. So the things are turned upside down. And Esau is responsible for that. All of it. There's a group of all these individuals that's running it, and the only people that's benefited is those that are part of that secret, which is no longer a secret because that's the whole point. They are exposing themselves for the world can see. They're letting it be known. So in order to bring in what they want to bring, he's doing all these changes, these dramatic changes, because within these dramatic changes, like the man's saying, is going to bring nothing but chaos. Then he's going to be justified for bringing down the hammer. And it's clear as day, all right, what's about to happen. And people is going to be like, oh, you see what he did? Oh, he's the worst person. They all been the worst. It says back in Micah 2:1, it says, woe to them that devises iniquity and work evil upon their beds. So meaning they don't go to sleep without thinking of how to ruin everyone's lives. And boy, have they ruined everyone's life. All right. They have utterly destroyed countless people lives. And it says, when the morning is light, they practice it because it's in the power of their hand. So they make these things happen. All right. They make all these things happen. Isaiah 10:1. It says, woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that write grievous which they have prescribed. Meaning they write these laws. Here in New York City, they have these taxations, which you're not trying to say taxations, but they got these heavy taxes on the local citizens. So horrible that we just waiting to see how bad it's going to get. Just to go from one area to another area, you have to pay a massive toll. And the expenses are not coming down. So this man has really completely changed the dynamic of everything. To the point where, matter of fact, it says it, Ecclesiastes 12:3, I believe. This is in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong man shall bow themselves. So the keepers of the house are these local officials, these governors, these mayors, these in a political position. All these people that's in these political positions are going to be touched. They're going to be harmed because of the great and terrible change that's coming. These people are going to lose it, man. Like he stated, they're going to lose it. Why? It says, and the grinding cease because they are few, and those that look at the windows be darkened, and the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low. The sound of the grinding is no jobs. And we had a small taste of that in 2020. But guess what? All this shit that this guy was talking about, the people didn't lose it. You know? That's to show you how fraudulent this American pride thing is. When they was attacking men and women's children, they was attacking your children at school. There was not an uproar, not a peep. A few people was like, oh, as long as you don't bring it to me, or we're going to accept it. They was fully indoctrinating your children. But you guys didn't say a fucking peep. That's why, despite what he says, they're not going to do something. Something going to push them to lose it. But all that they're doing is not going to be doing nothing. These Americans are stupid. So when 2020 happened, that was the perfect time, opportunity for people to fucking lose it. They didn't lose it. They was in fear. Total, utterly fear. And it says, and shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music should be brought low. Yeah, because entertainment, any form of entertainment has been hampered. The bread and circuses, the time of bread and circuses is dying out. No more original thought, no more distractions. Reality's gonna sink in. It's beautiful when you hear people saying that, yeah, they do this and that. But how many times have you had the opportunity to make the rights? They won't do nothing because of what? Because of fear. Isaiah 60:2, it says, "For behold, darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people." So the people are in gross darkness. All right? That's why they won't peep. They won't make a sound. It says, "But the Lord shall arise upon thee, and his glory shall shine upon thee," which is talking about the elect. Those that know, on the hair that sees, their eyes are open, the eye salve. Man, this is going to be a beautiful time that's about to take place. Beautiful time. It says, let me get this real quick. This is what I was thinking about. 2 Ezra 16, no, 15. 15 and I want to go to the point. You know what? Yeah, this 19. "A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread, and for the great tribulation." This is the only thing that's going to cause people to lose it. When they can't get what they had any longer. When they can't receive the goodies that they once was. Despite he cuts off SNAP, EBT, things are gonna be still function. Yeah, you're gonna have more poor people that's gonna complain, but it's still gonna function. Something's gonna push people in this country to go to the forefront. Who knows? And the only thing we could think of, well, I'm just speaking as a man, it has to be a T attack. That's the only thing. Because they're going to have to take the rights from the people, which has been already taken. All these laws have been cooked up in the books. Or if something happens to him. Then they're going to be saying something. So all these things is going to take place. It says, "Behold, saith the Lord, I will call to sorry. I was supposed to go up. Let me go. It's 15. "For the sword and destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up, fight against another, and swords in his hand." Which is what? It will be a civil war, race war, all of that. All those possibilities are going to take place. The Lord is going to allow that to happen. Because what's happening right now, you see ICE, they going ape shit. They got so much fucking rights. They have more rights than any federal government agency out there, even the local police. So there will be a change of guard. And it says, "For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their own power." So men, women are going to take matters into their own hands. Something's going to push them to that point. And it's not going to be just because Walmart or certain these. No, it's going to be something major for them to say to F even this guy. Because this guy has a cult following. You got all the tribes on it. All right. You got everybody on it. So it says a man should desire to go into a city and should not be able, which is martial law. All right. Also, smart cities. But martial law is going to take place, which we've been saying that. They're about to take all the rights of the people. Some are going to volunteer to give it up, and some are just going to be forced to give it up. Either way, evil like never seen before is going to take place in the land of America. But because of their pride, and the cities shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid, and man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but will destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and great tribulation. So with that being said, let's turn real quick to the spirit. Everything we've been saying is coming to fruition. Shalom.